Do you find yourself worried about the future or stressed about the past? Well, these two things can actually be solved by the same practice, and that is coming into the present moment. While it doesn't actually change what's going on outside of you, it can change the stories that you tell yourself inside your mind. And that's pretty much how we shape our reality, anyways, isn't it? So, join me for this yoga practice to help bring you into the here and now. Hi, this is Jessica Lucy with Sun Breath Yoga, and welcome to this practice designed to bring you more into the here and now. So to start off, we're going to start off at the tops of our mat. Feet can be with big toes to touch, or they could be hip distance width apart, whichever is more comfortable for you. You can have your eyes open, or you can bring them to a soft gaze, or even close them. Begin into Tadasana. Ground your feet down. Find all the four corners of your feet, and find that connection to the earth. Then bring your thoughts towards your legs. Engage the muscles of your legs. Make them super strong, but keep a micro bend, a soft bend, a softness in your knees. On your next inhale, find the length in your spine. Your chest lifts, the shoulders draw out and back and down, and reach up through the crown of the head. And breathe. Find where you are right here, right now. Throughout practice, we're going to be working with this phrase: I am here, I am present, I am now. So bring your hands to heart center. And with an inhale, take a deep breath inside. Exhale, I am present. Inhale, deep breath. And exhale, I am here. One more inhale. And on your exhale, say to yourself or out loud, I am now. If your eyes are closed, you can flutter them open. And then on your next inhale, bring your hands up above the head. Hands come to touch. Gaze meets the hands. Exhale, flip the palms, bring the hands down, gaze follows. Inhale, hands come up, gaze follows the hands. And exhale, flip the palms back down. Link the breath with the movement, making the inhales, bring the hands up. And then exhale, we'll bring the hands down. At the end of the breath is when your hands come down. Inhale, hands come up. The end of that inhale, the hands are up together. And this time, bring your fingers and interlace them. Make a pointer finger make a point with your pointer finger. And inhale, reach up through the crown of your head. Exhale, lean over to the right side. Inhale, reach up through the crown of the head. Exhale, I am present. Inhale, find that long spine. Rotate the chest up and open. Exhale, I am here. And on your next inhale, find the length. Exhale, ground down through your feet. I am now. Inhale, reach back to center. And on your next exhale, reach over to the left side. Deep inhale. Exhale, think to yourself, I am present. Inhale, find a spot on your hands to focus your gaze. Exhale, I am here. And another deep inhale. Exhale, ground down through your feet. I am now. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, bring the hands back down through heart center. Hands come alongside the body. Inhale, bring the hands up overhead, sweep them high. Exhale, fold forward, hinge at the hips, let the head hang. You could take a slight bend in your knee, bending one knee at a time. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift up halfway. Palms come to the hands, back is flat, reach out through the crown of the head and gaze is down towards the ground. Exhale fully, and inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands back down to heart center. 2 more times, inhale, bring the hands up. Exhale, fold forward, let the head hang. Notice how your hamstrings are feeling. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the hands up. Gaze meets the hands. Feel the palms touch. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Inhale, hands come above the head. Exhale, fold forward, let the head hang. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, lift the hands up, hands come above the head. Palms touch. Exhale, bring your hands back down to heart center. Inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, fold it forward. Notice the difference in this forward fold. Plant your hands down and then step your feet back, coming into a high plank. The shoulders are under the wrist, the heels are above the feet, and your stomach is engaged, the muscles in your abdomen. And this is done by pulling through the heels out through the crown of your head. Maybe even shift the weight slightly forward. And breathe here. Press down with your hands, especially into the knuckle of the pointer finger, the finger mound of the pointer finger. Breathe. Deep inhale. Exhale. I am present. Look down at the mat. Inhale. Exhale. I am here. Long neck, long spine. Inhale. Last exhale. I am now. Shift the weight forward. And then exhale. Bend at the elbows. Lower all the way down to the mat. Ground down through the pelvis and the tops of your feet. Find a slight grounding in your hands, and on your next inhale, peel the chest up. Breathe. Send the shoulders back and away from the ears so that they're running down your back. Look down at the mat. Exhale, lower back down. Tuck the toes under. Straighten the arms and hips. Go up and back, downward facing dog. Bend one knee at a time. Notice how the legs feel, and then find that place of stillness. Press down into the hands. Exhale fully. And look to the space between your hands. On your next inhale, step between your hands. Ground the back foot. Inhale, raise the hands up. Left hip comes forward, right hip comes back. Front knee is bent, warrior one. Find that long spine and find a place to focus your gaze. It could be up at your hands or it could be forward if that's better for your neck. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. Step your right foot back, hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Deep inhale, exhale, fully ground down through your hands and your feet. Look to the space between your hands, and on the next inhale, step your left foot forward between the hands. Ground the back foot down and inhale, raise back up. Warrior one. Bring your right hip forward, left hip back, bend the front knee, and notice any differences between the left and the right side. 3, 3 breaths. I am present. I am here. Maybe bend the front knee. I am now. Exhale fully. Bring your hands down to heart center. Look to the space at the top of your mat. And on your next inhale, step the right foot forward. Exhale, bring the right foot down to the ground. Inhale, bring the hands up overhead. Exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, chair pose. So the weight is towards the back, towards the heels. Pull up through the pit of the belly. There's this tiny little tuck that happens. And then you can gaze forward at your hands and breathe. 3 breaths. Focusing on whatever is going on inside your body. Noticing without judgment. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center, fold forward, let the head hang. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands down onto the ground and step the feet back, coming into high plank. Breathe here, find your center, find your grounding, find where you are in space. And bring your thoughts towards the mat. Look down. And then shift your weight forward. Exhale, bend at the elbows. Slowly lower all the way down to the ground. Tuck the toes so that the tops of your feet are on the mat. Press down with the tops of the feet. Press down with the pelvis. Engage the legs. And then you'll find that as you do that, the knees come up off the mat. Inhale, peel the chest up for a cobra. Gaze is still down towards the ground so that the neck is long. And breathe. Shoulders go back. Neck is long. Exhale, release back down to the mat. Tuck the toes under, straighten the arms, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. And breathe here. 3 breaths, focusing on our little phrase. And focus on where you are. I am present. I am here. I am now. Exhale fully. Look to the space between your hands and step your right foot up to meet that space. Ground the back foot down. Inhale, lift the hands up overhead. Bring the palms to touch. Find that connection between the here and the now. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Rotate onto the ball of your back foot. You could take a slight bend in that back foot to help with your balance, or if your back leg is a little tight, wherever you are, pull up through the pit of the belly, do a little tuck of your tailbone, and reach up through the crown of your head. Notice what happens when you do that reaching and lengthening. Exhale, bend into that front knee just a tad bit. But be sure that you could still see your toes. On your next exhale, reach forward, send the hands back. Look down towards the ground. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, reach forward, send the hands back. Spread the chest wide. Inhale, come back to center. Wherever your hips gone, bring the left hip forward, right hip back. Deep inhale and next exhale, bring the hands back, reach the heart forward. Shoulders come together. Inhale, bring the hands to heart center. Exhale fully. Inhale, step the left foot up. Exhale, bring it back down to the mat. Inhale, sweep the hands up above your head. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back, long neck. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands down. Step the feet back. You could shift the weight forward and lower down, or you could go directly to downward facing dog. Wherever you are, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Meet in downward facing dog. And breathe. 3 breaths to ground yourself. Press down with all 4 corners of your hands. Press down with the feet. Your heels do not have to touch. Look to the space between your hands. And on your next inhale, step the left foot forward between the hands. Ground your back foot. Inhale, lift the hands up. Bring the right hip forward, left hip back, warrior 1. Bring your hands together. Bring your gaze up. If that's okay with your neck and okay with your balance, exhale, bend the front knee. Press into the outer edge of your back foot. Breathe. On your next exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Pivot onto the ball of your back foot. Notice how pivoting onto the ball of your back foot changes the sensations in your body. Keep working on bringing the right hip forward, left hip back. Exhale, see if you can sink a little deeper, while still being aware of what is going on inside your body. On your next exhale, reach the chest forward, hands come back, kind of like an airplane. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, heart comes forward, hands go back, shoulders go together. Look down at the ground. Inhale, back to heart center. And one more time. Exhale, hands come back, chest comes forward. Breathe here. Inhale, back to heart center. Look to a space in front of you so that you can find your balance. Exhale fully. Inhale, step the right foot up. Exhale, right foot comes back down to the ground. Inhale, lift your hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, flat back. Notice what you notice. Exhale, fold forward. Plant your hands down onto the ground. Step your feet back. Exhale, bring your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take note of how this downward dog feels versus the first down dog we did at the beginning of practice. Is your spine longer? Or your hamstrings more open? What is going on in your shoulders? Exhale fully. Look to the space between your hands. Inhale, step the right foot up. Ground the back foot. Inhale, lift up, warrior 1. Pivot onto the ball of the back foot. Exhale, reach the chest forward. Inhale, back to center. Keep pressing into the ball of the front foot for balance and stability. Exhale, reach the chest forward. Look down to the ground, neck is long. Inhale, back to heart center. Exhale, reach the chest forward, hands go back. Inhale, back to heart center. And this time, exhale, reach the chest forward, hands go back. Take a slightly deeper bend in the front knee. Keep reaching forward with the chest. And then exhale, straighten the right leg. Left foot comes up. Press up into the space between your shoulders. Your airplane might fly or it might come down. And that's okay. Wherever you are, find that balance in your airplane pose or warrior three. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bring the left foot down. Deep inhale, exhale to ground. Deep inhale, exhale to ground. And one more time, breathe in deeply, exhale, ground down. Inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands, step the feet back, hips go up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe. Press the hands down. On your inhale, make the spine long. Exhale. Move into any space that you've created with that length. On your next inhale, step your left foot forward between the hands. Ground the back foot. Inhale, lift up, warrior one. Bring the right hip forward, left hip back, bend the front knee. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Pivot onto the ball of the back foot. Exhale, heart comes forward, hands go back. Inhale, come back to heart center. Exhale, reach forward with the head, reach back with the hands. Inhale, come back to heart center. Then exhale, reach forward one more time, palms are down, neck is long. Inhale, come back to heart center. Exhale, reach forward, hands come back. Keep reaching forward, slightly deeper bend in that front leg. Look down at the ground, find your grounding, find your balance. Exhale, straighten the left leg, flex the right foot. Try to even out your hips. And breathe. 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Right foot comes forward. Exhale. Right foot comes back to the ground. Find your balance and your stability. And find your grounding now that you've come back to earth. Maybe you want to close your eyes. And repeat our little phrase one more time. Inhale. And then exhale. I am present. Inhale. Exhale. I am here. Inhale. Exhale. I am now. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.